How's it going, everybody? I've decided to start a series where I talk about the dynamic between different Akatsuki duos, and I'll also be including the duo's respective chapter within the Akatsuki Hidden novel, since I believe that most people haven't read that novel, and I thought it'd be cool to cover canon adventures of different Akatsuki duos that people aren't familiar with. I've decided to start strong by talking about the comrade killing duo first, Itachi and Kisame, and based on the reception, I can tackle other duos in the coming videos. Hope you enjoy, and let's get to it. Now, this is the first Akatsuki duo we're introduced to, and it's also the most diverse in the sense that it has both the most and least loyal Akatsuki members, and it's no coincidence. Kisame was Obito's most loyal subordinate, and Obito was aware that Itachi was a spy for the Leaf, seeing as how he's revealed that to Sasuke. So Obito paired the two of them up so that Kisame would keep an eye on Itachi and ensure that he doesn't betray the organization. Despite this, however, Itachi and Kisame actually had a mutual respect for each other. The truth is that both of them were kinda similar. Both Itachi and Kisame were assigned by their villages to do their dirty work, where Itachi had to slaughter his kin to ensure the safety of the village, and Kisame was assigned to protect the secrets of the hidden mist by handling anyone liable to providing intel about the mist, by killing them before the enemy could capture them alive. They were both also fiercely loyal to whomever they served. Now, even though Kisame submits to Itachi and blatantly calls him stronger than him, and even though he respected Itachi and usually followed his instructions, such as retreating whenever Itachi told him to do so, Kisame was still going to kill Itachi, or at least try to, if he ever caught Itachi in the act, which is why Itachi had to be covert when it came to leaking the Akatsuki's intel. For example, when Itachi tells Kakashi that they're looking for the pride of the fourth, or when he confirms to Jiraiya that Naruto is what the Akatsuki's after, that's him trying to expose the Akatsuki's goals to the Leaf without raising Kisame's suspicions. Kisame was already more than willing to kill his comrades if it meant protecting his cause and preventing leaked intelligence. So he was the perfect man for the job. But as long as Itachi remained at bay and didn't do anything too incriminating, they both got along pretty well. Kisame was actually rather sympathetic to Itachi's condition, and it's possible that Kisame was gathering intel on Itachi for Tobi. He's probably who told Obito about Itachi's illness. Kisame usually shows concern for Itachi, and he even offered to capture the Four Tails himself just so Itachi could rest. Kisame even considered leaving the Akatsuki after Itachi's death until Tobi revealed his true identity. Bro is just loyal as hell. Itachi, even though he thought Kisame was a thug and maybe too savage, like when he was gonna chop off Naruto's legs to keep him from running away, still did see Kisame as a friend, kind of, and seemed upset when he learned of his death. There's actually a time where Itachi saved Kisame from the Mist's Hunter Nin that attempted to capture Kisame for the bounty on his head. The story starts with Itachi staring at the moon at the anniversary night of the Uchiha clan massacre, thinking about Sasuke, and is shortly joined by Kisame. They both had been resting for a cave at the night. Kisame reminds Itachi that he'd better not catch him deceiving the Akatsuki. Though he says it in a joking manner, the threat itself is real. Kisame does state that he'd stand no chance against Itachi and says that he'd be happy to die by his hands. Shortly after, a heavy mist engulfs the cave and several mist shinobi from the Hunter Nin faction tasked with capturing the mist's rogue ninja appear, and their target is the Scourge of the Mist, Kisame. Kisame was able to deal with the majority of them without much trouble, which prompted the two brothers Kiro and Kodaka to attack. You see, those two brothers were from a clan in the Hidden Mist similar to the Aburame clan, and how they were able to control insects, primarily poisonous bees. The brothers had a strategy of employing this attack, where Kiro would use the water-style Angry Bitter Rain, which would release dark water to hide the bees, and the elder brother would use the lightning-style Electric Shock Needles, which would bombard the victim with electric needles. The strategy works so that the dark water released by the angry bitter rain would camouflage the bees, and hence the victim wouldn't even know that they were being attacked by poisonous bees. Kisame, however, noticed that he'd been poisoned and begins to mutilate himself by shaving off his own flesh, which frightens the brothers, and gives Itachi the perfect chance to catch Kiro in the nightmare realm, Tsukuyomi, where Kiro gets tortured by drowning for 2 days straight in a matter of instants, and subsequently, Kiro collapses and Kodaka rushes to his aid. Upon hearing Kiro call Kodaka his elder brother, Itachi is caught off guard, and he lets the brothers escape. Kisame suggests that they pursue the brothers, but Itachi notes that since Kiro was hit with Tsukuyomi, it's unlikely that the brothers would have gotten far. Meanwhile, Kodaka urges his younger brother to leave, as they'd stand no chance against the Akatsuki duo. But Kiro, blinded by his greed, insisted they continue for the reward money. The brothers were initially just bee farmers, but due to financial constraints, they took up freelance shinobi work. The next morning, Kisame suggests that they go out and look for the brothers, and Itachi, wanting to appear loyal to the Akatsuki, agrees with him. When the duo exits the cave, they notice a bee flying with a note attached to it, and Kisame recognizes this tactic from the cipher core. And once he deciphers the message, Itachi makes the conclusion that the brothers, similar to the Aburame clan, can control bees. Itachi uncovers that the elemental jutsu used by the brothers were probably just to disguise the bees' involvement, and he also figured out that the bees' poison didn't really affect the victim until the second sting. Itachi and Kisame finally manage to track down Kiro and Kodaka, and once they do, the enemy engages them. Kodaka orders his bees to attack Kisame, but Kisame uses a water prison jutsu to keep the bees' venom from getting to him. Kiro attempts to use the bitter rain jutsu, but is still reeling from the effects of Tsukuyomi, which prompts Itachi to attack him with a fireball jutsu, which Kiro's older brother Kodaka intercepts. Kodaka then orders his bees to attack again, but this time to attack Kiro himself. Kodaka begins to voice his frustrations with his younger brother, taking on a mission that they had no chance of success at. They had a much more peaceful life as beekeepers. He then stabs both himself and his brother in the heart and states that despite everything, he still loved his brother, which leaves Itachi pondering in his thought, while Kisame makes remarks regarding the abnormalities that exist in brotherly relationships. Despite the fact that they were working against each other technically, Itachi and Kisame still managed to maintain a somewhat amicable relationship. As long as Itachi wasn't doing something incriminating against the Akatsuki, and Kisame wasn't being excessively destructive, then they knew how to be on each other's good side. They had a great dynamic and even fought alongside each other, even though most of the times only one of them was more than sufficient for the job. They were both sent to individually keep Team Kakashi and Team Guy at bay with just 30% chakra clones. They were also both sent to recruit Deidara. Kisame is pretty much the person that Itachi spent the most time with after he defected from the Leaf. And when Kisame is about to die, he remembers Itachi's words, showing how much Kisame respected Itachi. It's almost like he was seeking Itachi's approval, how he wanted to show that he didn't die a pointless death after all. The comrade killing duo, truly one of the most iconic duos of all time. I'm planning on making some follow-ups to this video talking about maybe the zombie duo, maybe the artistic duo. So if that sounds like something you'd like to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a like and whatnot, and peace out.